Hello, viewers. Welcome to your program, Kicking It with Coach Donald. And today in our podcast, we'll be looking uh, in the match that was played over the weekend, Caps United pitching Dynamos. The match was played at Rufaro Stadium. So in this match, I'm going to highlight, some key things that I thought Caps United could have done to win the game because if you look at the first half of the game, Caps United had the upper hand. So without wasting much time, let's dive into the analysis. So as you can see, Caps United players were pressing up. Okay, they were doing what we call the full pitch press. What it means is that they were starting to press Dynamos in their own half, in their defensive, in their defensive third. But like the problem that I had with Caps United was that like they were not, yes, they were going for the pressing, but they were not going in their numbers. So as you can see here is what 4 versus 2, and the other guys are slowly coming into the party, but it will be already late for the pressing. So in my opinion, what I feel like this guy could have done, like every time they were pressing, they could have gone all in their numbers, like leave the center backs, on the center line, then the other guy starts moving inside, closing all the spaces so that they can strip Dynamos of possession, and then the transition from defense to attack. So yes, that it was a problem. Now you see the other guys are slowly coming. Find they managed to win possession. Okay, so it's a Dynamos throw, yeah. So that's my first problem in the way they were pressing. So the second issue was like how they were moving into the space when they were in the organized attack, supporting each other. So you realize that there was no so much support. You see, so these guys are moving and these guys are close by. You see now there's no supporting the attacking third there. So because this guy could have moved in earlier into this space so that he can give support to this other guy. These other guys could have shown like movement in the attacking third. Yes, you can see. So the way Caps United were moving as a unit was not convincing towards attack. So they were not creating. There was no that support. There was no that chemistry. That was meaningful for the ball to move around while they go for attack. So they need to improve. They need to work in the way they move when they are going for attack. So let's see what happened here. So you can see that guy now is cornered because he had no one to give the ball. All right. You see, then they lost possession. You see, so the reason was possession is because there was no enough space to pass the ball around. So they need to improve. Like when someone has the ball, they need to create options forward, options at the back, options sideways. Then they keep moving like that. We have in football, uh, when we're doing like the tactical, working on the tactical moves, we talk of the W's, you understand, where you have support left, right, center. They should work on that. They should improve on that. Caps United. All right. So let's see what else we have. So as you can see, that's the structure. So Dynamos in possession, and as you can see, like Caps United, you see like we've got these other guys here at the back. So they were not pressing fully. So I'm I'm of the opinion that like next time they play these all guys should move up. These guys should move up. These guys should move up, closing this space. Like leave one center back, and then the other guys, they go in and close the pocket. When they lose possession, they also move with play. So if they decide to do like a high pressing, then I feel like they should go for it. You understand? Not to say they are a bit high and the other bunch of players is back. So that will not work, in my opinion. I mean, it's my opinion. Yeah. All right. So again, remember I mentioned the issue of like creating space when they're going for attack, and as you can see here, we've got two guys here, two center forwards here. I mean, they're in the same space, and they are surrounded. You understand, by Dynamos players. It will be difficult for them to receive play here. And on that corner here, we have put one. Yeah, but like, okay, fine. If this guy can squeeze, the ball in between the Dynamos player and then move, yeah, they can be played. But as you can see, they're not creating enough space. And also, look here at the back here, there's no one to support. So, as it stands, there should have been like, an option, someone supporting from here and also someone moving this side, supporting. Like here also someone could have been in this space as well. You understand? Then this player also moving also to support the side. But anyway, let's see how they played that game. You see, then they lost possession. So the reason why they lost possession is because the person with the ball is lacking support, left, right, center. So time and again, they were making that mistake when they were going for attack. So the attack becomes meaningless. So it means we're just pushing the ball forward to lose it, and then we transition from attack, we come back to defense again. So during this week for the next assignment, Ian Bakala needs to work, with these players on their tactical movement when they go for attack. And also they need to work, like if they said they're going to do full pitch press, like I'll keep repeating again because they need to work on that. Otherwise, they are on the right track. They're on the right track. I'm not just criticizing, I'm just giving recommendation as an analyst. Yeah, there's more that can be done. Okay. All right, let's look at another. Yeah. So again, I think here that's Caps United also pressing. So like you see what I was saying, these guys, they are pressing forward, but look, they are outnumbered. You see, it's 1, 2, 3, and the rest. There are no other guys. Other guys are way behind. You understand? They're not closing in the Dynamo spaces so that they can strip them of the positive of a possession. So that's why I'm saying, like, if they decide to do full pitch press, as I'm seeing here, they should all go in and close in on the space. You understand? Yeah. So you see, it's a problem. So at the end of the day, these guys will be tired. Now look, the next person who is coming in, let's highlight the next person who is coming in. You see, that's when he's only starting to come in now, all the way from behind, coming in now to close. So, what I'm saying here is that if they had decided, okay, we're going to do full pitch press, right? Then everyone was supposed to move, leave the center one center back or two center back. It's up to you. You understand? It's up to them. Leave one center back on the center here, then the other guys they move in. You understand? Closing. The other guys they also move in. You understand? Closing on these guys. You see? So that way they press them till they win the ball and then they move to attack. You understand? But anyway, yeah, so it's a problem, you see now. They need to work on that. All right, now here. Okay, so we have kept United in possession with the ball, but at least they had improved. As you can see right now, there are so many options to knock the ball around. This is good. You understand? So I wish every time they go forward, for attack, they could have as many options to pass. As you can see, if this one is the possessor, he can pass back, and this one can also is support in the back, is support forward. There's also support on the other side. You see, there are options. That is That is, good, tactical movement. That is moving as a unit and moving with purpose. So yes, well done, Caps United on that. Let's see how they played in that one. Yeah, though it was on tight spaces, then you understand. And also in that regard, they were good in protecting the ball. See the lovely passes that they are making. Yeah, though I don't understand what's the rush to shoot. What's the rush to shoot from there? I mean, like they could have just demonstrated patience, attract, the Dynamos players, then penetrate instead of shoot. I mean, like that was a poor decision there from I think it was a midfielder. That was a poor decision. I mean, like you should demonstrate patience instead of, you know, making a rush to shoot like that. Okay, again, that's Capes United in organized attack. But like I said before, you understand, like again, there is no enough support. You see, people are not moving in the attacking spaces. Like you see, yeah, fine. This guy wants to provide, support at the back, but where are the other guys? Where are the other guys? As you can see, no one is in the attacking third because there should be like, someone making this defender to move also. You see, so they need to work on their movement with and without the ball. I mean, that's Cape United. They need to work on that. So that's why I'm telling you that in this first half, Ian Bakala could have won the game, but I mean it was his first game, I guess. So they can do better next time. I'll be keeping an eye on the next game, and these are some of the things that I'll be looking at it, and let's hope there'll be improvement. If not, then we'll be asking questions. Yeah, again, as you can see, there's no from the structure. You can see there's no enough support. I mean, this guy can play with this guy, but look at the other guys. Again, no enough support. No enough support on that build up, Messi. You see, the loss. Yeah, the ball was intercepted because there's no enough support. They need to work on that. So the thing is, again, also the players they need to understand that when you are in tight spaces, you need to improvise dribbling. That's where you need to dribble, create space, then pass. So don't force a pass where there's no pass. I mean, where it's tight space. That's where you need to dribble. You need to subtract one, two, then create space and pass. Okay, so here we see it's Caps United, yeah. So we see at least more Caps United now in the attacking third, and we see again the shape, creating options. Let's see how it worked there. Let's see if there was an improvement. Again, they lost possession. So the thing is they are rushing to make passes where there is nothing. So they should demonstrate patience. If the space is tight, then there's no need to force the pass. Create space first, then pass. All right. So that's it from me. So in conclusion, we're saying that it's not too late for Caps United. Anything is possible in the game of football. So to the fans, let's keep supporting the new guy, and you know, and the executive and everyone, who is involved with Caps United. So I still believe that we can go back to our glory days where Caps United we were forced to reckon. The same applies can be said of Dynamos. I know Dynamos they're also having their challenges. Recently, we saw the players, the supporters boycotting. Also, on that note, I'd like to say it's not it's not wise for supporters to boycott. Otherwise, things will be worse for your team, Dembare. So if fans boycott going to Dynamos matches, then that's sending Dynamos to Division One. And with the way things are going, it will take ages for Dynamos to come back to the Premier League. So you will regret that decision. So the best scenario is just to pray and also try to engage the owners. I know, like, you're not happy with Marriott and crew, so dialogue is the way to go for Dynamos. Letting the old players that play for Dynamos, they should, try to speak out, and or maybe their voices will be heard, and maybe there'll be change in the Dynamos, because we want to see, the big teams, Highlanders, Dembare, Caps United, uh, also showing the new boys that they've been there for a long time. You understand? Because that tradition is power. Tradition is power. Yes. All right. So I don't have much. That is it for me. Till we meet again. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. This podcast, and also please give me your feedback. If there are any areas that you feel like, okay, we can improve, we are all ears, you understand? Because what we want is our football to develop. What we want is to enjoy the most beautiful game. So that's it from me, yours, Coach Donald. I'm signing out. Till we meet again. It's bye for now.